Good morning and welcome to another episode of Ask the Coach with Laurie Jane. And this week's job search question comes from Jose in Miami, Florida. He asks, if a recruiter sets a salary range, how do they decide where I fall into that range? That's an excellent question, Jose. I'm sure a lot of people want to know that same response. So, first of all, let me just clear this one thing up. Salary ranges are set by human resources and the leadership, not recruiters. Recruiters work within that range, but they don't decide it. Second, most people think it's random. When recruiters decide where you land in the range, they weigh in a lot of different factors. So I'm going to name the top three or four that I find to be a factor in this. So number one would be the most important is budget and internal equity, what others at your level are already earning within that department. That's important. Number two, how closely your skills match their requirements. And if you have the must-haves, absolutely. If you have the nice to have, even better. So that is very important. Number three, if you bring any additional certifications to the table, any leadership skills, any niche experience, which might be industry experience. So if you've worked in the same industry, that's very valuable to them as well. But here's what most people don't realize, which is that if you're earning, for example, $150,000 at your last or present company, you're worth that to them because you know your job inside and out. Yes, many of those skills are transferable, but they have to see how you do in their environment. So most of the times their sweet spot is middle of the range. Then that way they get to see how you do, and then they'll bump your salary up after 6 months. But to be on the safe side, if they do come in a little bit lower than you want, just ask the question, hey, if I exceed your expectations, will you consider reviewing me again within 6 months? Then stay silent, see what they have to say. Most of the times they will consider that. So just want you to know that isn't always the way that you can factor that in as well. So also recruiters do know their hiring manager's sweet spot, and they know that most of the time they will want to bring you in, in the middle of the range. So I would just recommend to go in there strong, advocate for yourself, but back it with research, examples, experience, and by all means, composure. Because at the end of the day, confidence plus alignment meets or equals top of the range salaries. So I hope that helped you, Juan. I'm Laurie Jane, and this has been another episode of Ask the Coach. And if you have a nagging question on your job search or interviewing, drop it in the comments below and I will get to it as soon as possible. I get questions from all over the country, so I try to pick the most general to help as many people as possible, but I might start doing two at a time. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Then that way you'll see when I pop out a video, and you can access it right away. So anyway, hope this helps Juan and anybody else that's listening, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.